Okay, so lately I've been on a quest to see who actually makes the best pickup truck, at least in the last 5 years. So I set up a whole tournament to figure it out. Let's check it out. Now, before I dive too far into my video, if you guys want to see more of my great stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything new. Now, in my last video, we looked at the 6 half-ton pickup trucks that you can buy in the United States, being from Ford, GMC, Chevrolet, Toyota, Ram, and Nissan. Now, we saw that Ford beat GMC, Chevy beat Toyota, and Ram beat Nissan. Now, we're going to look at those 3 winners today and figure out who's going to go into this final matchup to see who actually makes the best pickup truck. So, let's look at the Ford F-150 versus the Ram 1500. Now, of the 7 categories, there are only 2 things that Ram does better than Ford, and that is fuel efficiency and price. In fact, Ram offers the best fuel efficiency of all of these 6 trucks and offers the best price of all of these trucks as well. Now, the things that Ford does better than Ram is, first of all, horsepower, offering up to 450 horsepower. It offers better towing, better payload by several thousand pounds actually. It gets generally less complaints. Actually, I think the FCA honestly has kind of gained a reputation of making cars that are kind of problematic.
And number 1, as the worst manufacturer of cars sold in the United States, is Fiat Chrysler. No surprise there. The Fiat technology is in many of these Chrysler cars, the engines, the transmissions, and a lot of it is pure garbage.
And that, I think, definitely plays into the fact that Ford gets less complaints than the Ram 1500. But even though Ford offers the more expensive truck, it does hold its value better than Ram. So it's pricier, but it does seem like it's more or less worth it in a way to get all these better things, and it even holds its value better. So between Ford and Ram, it's becoming apparent Ford makes the better truck over Ram. So let's check out between the Ram 1500 and the Chevy Silverado. Now, as far as horsepower goes, Chevy wins that again, offering some 420 horsepower. But like I'd already mentioned, Ram does offer better fuel efficiency, some 25 miles to the gallon with their diesel Pentastar V6 engine, which is really great actually. And like I said, is the best fuel efficiency offered from any of these trucks. But Chevy does offer better towing, better payload, again by a few thousand pounds actually. And like I already mentioned, the FCA does have a reputation of making cars that have more issues.
Pure garbage.
So Chevy does get generally less complaints than Ram does. Ram again offers the best price of any of these trucks here, and although Chevy is more expensive, like Ford, it holds its value better than Ram does. So of these 7 categories, Ram only does better in 2 of them, whereas Chevy does better in 5, making the Chevy Silverado the better truck over the Ram 1500. So in the final, we'll be looking between the Ford F-150 and the Chevrolet Silverado to see who actually makes the best pickup truck, at least in the last 5 years. So, if any of you are paying really close attention, you may have noticed we've already done a matchup between the Ford F-150 and the GMC Sierra. And if anyone knows kind of the big family tree of car companies, GMC and Chevrolet are really basically the exact same brand. Especially in the 90s, all their cars looked like the exact same. Now, they've done more now to make them look a little different. So it's a little harder to notice, but basically the engine, the transmission, everything, all the guts are the exact same between GMC and Chevy. So when I did a matchup between the two, obviously things like horsepower, fuel efficiency, towing, all that were the exact same. So there are only 3 categories in which Chevrolet and GMC actually differ, and that's in complaints, price, and value retention. And at least on the NHTSA's website, Chevy does get fewer complaints than GMC, giving kind of a win to that category. And as far as pricing goes, GMC is also its main difference between Chevrolet is that they offer kind of a more luxurious, higher quality trucks. So obviously GMC would offer the more expensive truck between the two, so giving Chevrolet kind of a win for the price category. But even though GMC is more expensive than Chevrolet, it does hold its value better than Chevy does. So of those 3 categories, Chevy does better in 2 of them, making Chevy honestly the better buy over GMC. So, like I had mentioned in my final video, we're going to be looking at the Ford F-150 versus the Chevrolet Silverado. We're going to see who actually makes the better of the trucks. And if you guys haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on anything new. And as always, thanks for watching.